so shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt because you ain't.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the third overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And this is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Niners' 9-yard line.
Darnold down to throw. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. He finds Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. more yards there and quickly another first down.
That's good for a first and 10.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Get set, get set.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 30 now to throw off the play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard. Give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And the Seahawks first down.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The Seahawks at 5 and 11 on the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
You look at this Niner defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Open man right side is Cup complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Seahawks.
7-7, our score after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he rifles one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now Darnold. That's taken in by Arroyo. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And since penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Niners offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
To Ricky Pearsall. Out of bounds just past midfield.
Now a 3rd and 6. Purdy now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A strong running. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect it with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Get set, get set. Hot, 18.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jaron Reed. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. To throw is Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Purdy from the gun.
Powers through him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Now Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Back to throw, Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. Here's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this is
Darnold. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's 2nd best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Happy 2026, everyone. This is it, the late window, Week 18. Everything will be wrapped up tonight. Let's get into it. Our tour of the league starts now. It starts in Cincinnati, the Bengals at home to take on their AFC North rivals, the Cleveland Browns. And here's Malachi Corley. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 58 yards for the score. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And this is the former Bear, drafted by him back in 2019, David Montgomery. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Jets. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Bills are in as the division champs. They finish off the regular season in style. With that, a look at how things stand, the playoff picture in the AFC as the season draws to a close. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but not establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Purdy looking to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
From the 35, here's the 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. On the Seahawks 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Purdy. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Niners have cut it back within a score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seattle.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. A quick throw there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Seahawks.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 30.
Darnold down to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. 108 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
First down, Seattle.
Back to Walker on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now back to throw.
That'll be caught by Bobo.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The score, Seahawks.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Purdy bootlegging it. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Get set, get set.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Back to throw, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
49er first down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
Get set, get set. Hey, motion, motion, motion.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
18, watch out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up second and goal at the Seahawks 3-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... Football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Fighting through pressure. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brought down back at the 32.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down.
A loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The Niners on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and a mile. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. The time to pull out the stops is now. And they convert there on fourth down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jared Lee picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Get set, get set. 118, what's up?
Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Brings up third and 7.
118.
Purdy now to throw.
And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
It's now
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brock Purdy.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. For his running back, it's complete. And his defense here going to burn their second time. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
So Purdy and the Niners down by 7. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they've got to go thank the guys on D.
Purdy to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. This the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's another 49er.
To throw is Purdy.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Throwing, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Brings up 4th down.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way,